So it's Wednesday, and I've got a couple things that I really got to talk about. This isn't going to be like what I'm normally going to do Wednesdays. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But I'm going to do a little check-in, which I plan on doing a little bit of this every single week. But this one really is going to be mostly about the things that I've accomplished and how this has affected it. I need to answer some questions that have been given to me. It's kind of cool, actually, being two of these in, and I have questions to answer. A lot of this stuff, though, is directly addressing Dave, who I've mentioned a couple of times, who's one of my old fraternity brothers. So, I have, in the past week, I've really started to organize and get my life scheduled, and one of the really great things with that is that it's given me a sleeping schedule that has just been incredible. I have actively avoided going to bed before 2 or 3 in the morning, and I've blamed it on a lot of things, but really, and I promise I won't talk about this forever, but it was an excuse to play video games and not feel bad about it. That was really all I did. Sometimes I would watch TV until like super late, but usually even if I was watching a show that I had myself completely, absolutely addicted to, I would be in bed by like 1 o'clock. Now it's, in bed by 11:30, just naturally, like the organic growth of it, and up at 8 to 9, and that's really just been huge. There's a cat. So a couple things. I started to set up my exercise area. Tomorrow's my first day of actually starting my exercise routine, and hopefully that'll be something. You'll see the desk is still over there. It has a place to go, but I found a way to kind of get it to the corner so I could keep moving on with things, because I felt like where it was actively preventing me from setting up my exercise stuff. So I've taken care of that. In general, also, I'm a lot happier. I know it's only been a week and things can change, but I'm dealing with stressful situations better. I was a little grouchy at work, but everyone said that I was obviously in such a great mood, and that's really nice that I have the energy to kind of not freak out. I also, for the first time in a long time, have actually shaved my beard, which is something I love to do. And again, this sounds like little things, but it's stuff that I have the time to do that I haven't. I taught myself how to change my car light tonight. Anyone who knows me on Facebook has seen that. Like, I got right out of work, and instead of stressing out, I went to Walmart, bought a headlight, stuck my iPhone in for a light, and figured out how to switch the light, and nobody died. My car didn't blow up. So not feeling stressed out about time is really a big deal. Now, the first thing I really just want to openly address is I know there are ways to show what I'm doing on my computer screen or on my iPad or whatever in a video. Someone can show me how to do that later. But not now. Is made a schedule, and you can kind of see here on my iPad. See, this is my schedule from today, and then tomorrow, and then Friday and Saturday. I can't schedule any further than that because my work schedule changes. But you can see I've filled up my time. Actually, I have things color-coded. I have home things, and I've given myself a chore every single morning. And they're not anything big, but they're things that'll give me something to do when I'm trying not to waste time. And the nice thing about them is that they don't take very much time. So if I have extra time, then that's extra time before I go to work that I can read or go to Starbucks, where I love to be. I have the brown coding, which is for exercise, and that's a 5-day-a-week routine. We're going to see how it goes. I've kind of made it up, but I'm going to talk about that a little bit more when I actually talk about the exercise part of my life, which will be a video probably in the next couple weeks when I talk about how my plan has worked out and how it's helped me and any changes I've seen. There's not really a lot of good in doing this is how I've helped myself and how I can use that to help you video if it winds up not working. Then there's life stuff, which is also in the same color coding as the chores and my work. And then I have pretty much every single day, I have about 2 hours every single day of green. And the green is stuff that pertains directly to what I'm doing here. And hopefully, as my life goes, there's less orange, which is work, and more green. Because I really feel like I already have thought of projects, and again, I'll get to that in just a minute. So organizing my life, even a little bit, has already made me feel a lot more in control and a lot happier, and I don't stress out. I was at work a lot longer than I planned on being today. And instead of getting my exercise machine set up, I realized that it was not prudent to start and then leave stuff out where the cat could eat the nuts and bolts and relocate them. But it didn't really fluster me because I wasn't interrupting anything else. There are specific things I have to do every day, and as long as I get them done, then I have other time, and it kind of creates a control. If I have 20 minutes after I get them done, or 10 minutes after I get them done, I know that I've at least done things that I need to do. So scheduling these times in has really just kind of given me, I feel like I'm in control for the next couple days, and hopefully as that builds, something will come of that. The other thing that comes with that, and I'm going to talk about John Cheese off and on as time goes. He's a cracked writer, and he's kind of one of my heroes. And I watched him make a video about stuff he was going through in his life. And one of the things that he mentioned was just as you start kind of controlling your life, things just start to go a little bit better. I know what I was going to say, and I kind of forgot right there. But I don't really want to go back and edit the video. It's just, I've been motivated to do this and make my life better, and you immediately start to see changes in your life as soon as you feel like you have any kind of control. So there's that. So there have been questions. My primary goal with this eventually will be to have like a weekly project. Like one thing I'm doing every week that I have never done before, I don't know how to do, that I will learn to do, with about 2 hours a day, maybe oil changes, which is something that I need to learn how to do, and how these can apply to people's lives, like how much money you can save, or I fully plan on taking a dance class in the summer, because why not? I'll probably find someone to go in on that with me. And just, it's nice to kind of have a reason to be doing something other than just because I want to do it. Like, I feel like if I have a motivation, and that's really key. That's the first thing I can teach. That's something I teach my Sunday school kids. It's something I can teach now with absolute confidence, even before I started really getting into these videos, is that I know that if you give yourself a goal and you give yourself a focus and you have a plan, that your life is a lot more in your control and you're going to be a lot happier. And I don't mean you have to know everything that's going to happen, but when you have a purpose, life is a lot better. It's true. The happiest I've ever been at a time when I feel like I have some kind of driving purpose, and I feel like educating from my mistakes or from what I've learned is a purpose in and of itself. So really my goal is to do 3 videos a week, with the Monday one being just kind of tracking what I do, and how that my life has been applied, and other things too, like little simple things that are just easy to teach that I already know how to do, like laundry organizing. I know a surprising number of people who have no idea how to do laundry, and like I do, little things, anything that people have questions about. Really, Monday will be responding to things that people have asked me, and just kind of showing them how my life has been improved just by trying to improve my life and making time every day to be productive, and not using something completely immersive and non-productive as a fake achievement, which is what multiplayer games have always been for me, is fake achievement that keeps me from doing real things. Wednesday, when I do it, we'll be talking about anything I've written, my guitar stuff that I've been working on. About half an hour every day, I've worked specifically on one song, on Yezu, Joy of Man's Desiring, and I've got notably better, and that's something you'll see next Wednesday when I actually put that video up. So Wednesday's probably going to be my own personal project, stuff that I'm doing just for me, to better my own life, but that I'm learning, that I'm practicing. Just demonstrations of how you can get good at things if you put time. My piano eventually, writing. But about an hour a day, half an hour to an hour a day I spend doing that stuff. And again, that's scheduled right in my schedule. You can't see my hands doing their cool little motions that I do when I talk, which is too bad because I talk with my hands. My eyebrows, apparently I keep looking. There's this little, this divot up here that I'm sure you've noticed I keep looking at because it fascinates me. I took a header once, and left a permanent scar. That's really not relevant, but and then Friday will be whatever the project happens to be. And in this case, the Friday video will be probably not much. I'll post one because I really want to keep some kind of continuity. And I might address some of the organizing I've done in my life, show you how I've set up my exercise project, and we can see exactly how much that's doomed to fail. But really, since the first real project I'm engaging in is specifically this that I'm doing to make the projects, like the whole YouTube video thing, that'll be my first project to really address. I'm going to show you what I've done. I'm going to go over my schedule a little bit better, and I'll have some more breakaway videos. The Monday one's going to be more like this, just me talking at the computer. And lastly, like I said, there's a couple of questions that have been asked of me, and I don't want to go on too long. It's only been about 10 minutes, and all my videos have been about 12. So it was mentioned to me that it sounds like I wasn't really saying anything positive about my life, which is not true. Like, I have a great life, and I've always had a great life, but I've ignored a lot of those great things because I've been false achievement playing video games. Yeah, I mean, I've missed a lot of my life. But, I mean, I love my Sunday school. I love working with the kids there. I love working with the parents there. I taught middle school also, and I love working with kids and that. And I love the people I work with at where my name tag is at the Olive Garden. Like, I do really love the things that I do with my life. I just haven't done enough of them. I've been so obsessed with games. Like, I love music. And, again, this whole video is really not about the things that I've done wrong forever. It's about reconnecting with the parts of my life that I really like: reading, writing, music, working with the kids, finding opportunities, not fighting with money all the time, because I don't. That was the John Cheese point. Now that I have this going on, I have no issue picking it. Already, I've tried to work doubles all week long, which is something that I never did before because it was time away from playing video games. But I can schedule around them when I'm dealing with stuff like this. So that really is good. And the follow-up question to that is how can I draw on those experiences, like what the things that make me happy for this. And again, it's self-evident. Like, I'm actively engaging in new things, and I love to learn and I love to teach. So the things that make me happy in life are specifically addressed by this. Like, it's a chance to use my music, and it's an excuse to learn music, and it's an excuse to talk to people and to teach and to learn something new. So really, and I love the people that I know, and this is just me reaching out to them, and hopefully they'll reach back to me, and more people will know me over the course of time. There's also some questions, and not just from Dave. There's been some other questions about the video game addiction, how that goes, and that's a different topic for a different day. I mean, we're at 13 minutes now, and I mean, I could go on for half an hour about exactly how deep into it I was, and I probably will at some point, just so people can watch it and go, oh man, yeah, that's totally me. I need to make some of these same steps, because I really have, for a long time, I had no life. It was just all virtual stuff and fake characters. But the actual change itself, like, the reason I chose to do this was because I stepped up and did something bold, coupled with watching someone go through stuff and just say, I can't do this anymore. I have to grow up and own up and become an adult. And that's really what it is. Like, there's so many things I want. Everyone who knows me knows, like, the thing I want most is to get married and have daughters, and I don't have those, and that's because I've hidden from the world. So that was really the motivator, was I realized that I've been putting my life on hold and blaming those things I've been putting on hold on external factors, and really the reason was me not pushing for it. So really, personal accountability. That's specifically for Dave. Dave, I'm answering that question from the words I'm reading right here. For my own personal accountability, I chose to do this stuff. Like, I want to get better, and I'm never going to do it unless someone is watching me do it. So hopefully people watch me do it. Let's see if I can do this in 30 seconds. So my last video was a little longer than I wanted it to be. I cut out the very end of it. I just want to say, if anyone has any questions or comments, or they want to get involved in any project at any point in time, please, by all means, let me know. Contact me. Feel free to do that. I am looking to make this an interactive thing as time goes on. So please, if anyone has any ideas for projects they want to do, anything they want to do with me, get a hold of me. Let me know how, and we'll go from there. And I will see you all later.